I want to thank everybody for showing up. This is awesome. Guy like Matt gets 2 funerals. Got too many friends. I think that's really amazing. I bet there's like 50 people in here that probably consider him a best friend, you know. Jeez. Yeah, probably an understatement. It's pretty awesome. I'm really lucky because I got to spend some time with Matt just a month ago. And he put me to work. That's what he does. And I was putting a shell on his truck. And he was on his crutches. And all of a sudden I hear, "Chris, help, help!" And I didn't know what was going on. I ran out and he was laying in the grass. And I go, "What happened?" He goes, "I fell." I go, "I think you meant to fell, didn't you?" "Oh, excuse me." And of course he did. We started laughing and probably hugged for, 3 or 4 times too many because we were both leaving each other and we didn't know we were going to see each other. But I'm really thankful that is my last image and time with him. And I've been searching so hard to find the perfect way to sum him up. And I think I found it. And I want to read something. It's from the Dalai Lama. And it goes like this. It says, It is under the greatest adversity that there exists the greatest potential for doing good, both for oneself and others. And I can't think of anything that crystallizes who Matt is and was as a person, because that's what he did. I mean, he lived to make us happy, and he lived, to take other people, under his wing and make them happy. And I really feel like reaching out and extending himself was his oxygen, and that's how he kept himself alive. Matt wasn't in it for anything else. There was no material possessions that mattered to him. I got everything and I put it in the truck. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he did it well.
But it wasn't just his friends that he helped out, it was complete strangers. And in the last few weeks I've been really fortunate because I've encountered people that were worse off than he was, and he was dealing with a lot. And I went through his phone, and I found a number, and the name had the gentleman's first name, and Matt stored the last name in as needs help. And for somebody to take the time to do something like that, it still boggles my mind that he was so selfless. And it's important to remember that in the last 6 months, Matt was in a tremendous amount of physical pain. But he continued to forge on and push this mission forward and save people every day. He didn't give up. That was his passion, it really was. And there was some darkness he was facing, but he wasn't about to give up. And I found a recent journal entry of his, and I can't get the date on it, but I'm guessing it's probably a month ago. I want to share it with you, and this is what he says. He says, "I'm a problem solver, not a person who focuses on the problem. I love to cheer people up and perform one act of kindness. When I hear thank you, or that was so sweet, it is for me and me only. Through all these rough times, I solved a problem that may or may not work, but you have to try and take chances, and that is how I learn." So in the last couple of weeks, I've kind of been examining my own life. And I feel like I've had a paradigm shift to a certain degree and asking myself, am I being of service? Can I be a better person? And I want to share a little story. I was at the grocery store the other day, and I was ordering a sandwich, and this man looked up to me, and I could tell something wasn't right, and I asked him how he was doing, and I paid him a compliment. He looked at me and he said, "I'm stuck, I need help." And I said, "Well, what's going on?" He goes, "I'm behind on all my bills." And immediately, without thinking, I grabbed the $20 bill and I handed it to him. And I guess the point is, I wouldn't have done that 2 weeks ago or a month ago. But having read what Matt wrote and realizing how it was important to him to keep moving forward, I did it without thinking. And I don't think there's any way I would have ever done that had I not read what Matt wrote. And probably right. The point is, I don't think I would have had the conversation with that man had I not encountered that writing by my brother. And I'm almost positive, I am positive, that was a test that my brother put in front of me. And I can almost hear him saying, good job, bro. You know, good job. But get ready, because you're going to have to do it tomorrow, too. You know? And I'm positive that Matt put that man in front of me to not only help somebody, but to get out of myself, because he knows that we're in pain and we're grieving. And that act of kindness that I put to that man made me feel alive. And I think that's an amazing thing, I really do. But I want everybody to remember that Matt's in our hearts right now, and he's looking down on us, and he's imploring for us to move on, because he wouldn't want us to sit here and dwell on any of this. So please carry him in your hearts, perform an act of kindness, do something new, and think of him when you do.